This is Rob Passons with Messenger TV. I am at the DNR office in Aiken, Minnesota, talking with Tom Jones, a large lake specialist. How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great.
Are you comfortable making any predictions about the opener that's coming up, the fishing opener?
Yeah, the opener, fishing success in May and June correlates well with winter fishing, and winter fishing this year has been slow. So we expect the walleye bite to be slower than usual in May and June.
There's a lot of rumor around the lake that there's tons of bait fish out there. Are they true? Is there more bait fish than have been in the past?
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of food right now, a lot of little perch especially. And the fish we're catching, the walleye that were caught this winter are big and fat, they're well fed, and that makes things harder for fishermen in the spring. Now, not a day goes by that people don't catch walleye in the Mille Lacs, so we'll catch some fish, but it won't be a red hot bite for sure.
How do you think this new slot limit's going to pan out?
I think it's going to do its job really well. I mean, the purpose of the slot limit was to keep us below our safe harvest level and to get close to something we can maintain for a long period of time. And I think that will work, especially with the slower bite this year. We shouldn't have any trouble with mid-season corrections or anything like that.
What about muskie? Last year there was some big muskie caught in Mille Lacs Lake. Do you think we're going to see a record broken this year, or do you think we maybe broke one last year?
Some of those fish last year were really close. There's different formulas you can use to estimate weights based on length and girth, and there's of course errors in measuring length and girth. There was one fish that probably was over the state record if it had the right shape. The formula is different if you have a long straight fish or one of those big pot-bellied fish, and most of the Mille Lacs fish are the straight fish. And so I don't remember who caught the fish, but it was a big fish that likely was over 54 pounds.
So if you were a betting man, you'd probably bet there's a state record swimming around out there?
Oh, I have no doubt it's out there. It's a question of someone catching it and weighing it to confirm it.
How is the water levels going to affect the fishing opener?
All right, the water levels are very low right now, lower than even last fall. And unless we get a lot of rain that brings those up, some of the public accesses that are very popular, like Malmo and maybe the Garrison access, Wealthwood access, are going to be virtually unusable. And so people might have to make different plans to get on the water. Some of the resorts have some dredged harbors and some dredge to access out to the lake. Some of the accesses might be okay, but might have to look around, so plan on some extra time to get your boat in the water this year.
Give me a prediction for ice out. What day? What time?
Late. Average has been about April 22nd. I'm thinking at least 3 weeks from now, maybe a little longer. I'll say May 2nd.
What time?
When the wind blows.
When the wind blows?
One of the other predictions of opener would be, since we were expecting a very late ice out, is that the water's going to be colder, the fish are going to be slower, and the fish will be more likely to be close to their very early season spots longer than usual. So they tend to start biting in the shallow sand first. They might be on that shallow sand for a long time before they head out to the flats.